Wake up. It's the Flow Show, no filter. We got some exclusive stuff to talk about today. Diddy and the whole gang is going crazy. But before we get into that, let me cover my ass. No Diddy. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show, no filter, are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a professional. I am just good. Happy hump day. Hope everybody enjoyed their Taco Tuesday. Yesterday I had a taco on me. Let's show these comments on the screen. Y'all, I think I done got to the bottom of why Diddy been in panic mode. We about to talk about this whole pardon stuff. Why Diddy been panicking. Y'all, I get a lot of information. And I don't share 90% of the speculation I get. But today, we gonna speculate. One of my sources that has been giving me solid information throughout this whole Diddy case has just told me some shit that I said, I can't hold on to this. I gotta tell the community. Long story short, allegedly the rumor is the feds uncovered hella evidence that Diddy been planning to freaking run and flee to a country that has no extradition with him and his kids and his family. Allegedly, this is what this is all about. This is why Diddy has went in panic mode, because his lawyers know there is another indictment coming down. This is coming from a source. And this source has been spot on with a lot of stuff. I just don't bring it to y'all because I tend to stick to what's in the news and what's going around. But this makes too much sense. I had to share it today on the Flow Show, no filter, 8:30 a.m. This is exclusive. You ain't going to hear this nowhere else. We about to break this whole shit down. Y'all know the breaking news is Diddy on his knees begging for a pardon again. Morland has come out, Diddy's attorney, Morland, come out and said they have reached out to the White House concerning a pardon. Too much going on. So check this out. We getting straight into it today. Diddy, apparently this is the theory. Diddy finds out, him and his attorney finds out there are more charges, indictments coming down the pipe. Follow. And we all been hearing that, but another thing that the lawyer brought up, a lawyer brought up, not a lawyer involved in the case, but a lawyer brought up the fact that this case is over. When the prosecution sent in that motion to the judge or replying about Diddy, about how they feel like Diddy shouldn't get bail, the lawyer brought up a good point. Why are they redacting stuff? If you remember, there was information blacked out. And then even the judge said, well, what's this information? Why is it blacked out? And I think they're supposed to respond to that. But the lawyer made a good point. That pretty much solidifies that they are working on more charges because this case is over. What are you redacting stuff for? There's literally no reason to be redacting and blacking out information at this point. So follow me. We got a lot of smoke. Where there's smoke, there's fire. So we got a lot of smoke showing that more charges are coming down the pipe. So Diddy and his attorneys find out there are more charges coming. At that moment, that is when Diddy went into all-out panic mode. Remember out of nowhere, he just started filing motions, trying to get bail, going crazy, having Gina send in letters saying he's eating maggot burgers and maggot fries and all of these motions. Apparently, this is when he found out there's more charges. He's trying to get out. He wants to get out. This is the speculation. This is the rumor. And the feds are not letting him out from behind bars no matter what, because they have found out information that Diddy is planning on taking him and his family and his kids to some Asian country. Some Asian country that doesn't have extradition. I looked up some Asian countries that don't have extradition that Diddy might want to go to. Maldives, or is it called Maldives? Muldives, whatever it is. That's just me guessing where he might want to go to. But between more charges and the feds finding out that Diddy has been planning to get the fuck out of here. That's why he's trying to get the pardon. That's why he is so desperate. That pardon is flimsy, y'all. Mark Agnifilio, if you remember, Mark Agnifilio said they hadn't reached out about a pardon. Then Wes Morland comes in and says they have. And they don't drop that on TMZ. TMZ has all of the exclusives. They didn't have this exclusive. That's why another reason why I think Diddy just forced the black woman attorney, just forced her to say that. Because listen to the words. She says, it's my understanding, this is her words, it's my understanding that we have reached out to the White House concerning the pardon. What do you mean it's your understanding? You're an attorney on there. What do you mean your understanding? Have you or have you not? Pay attention. I believe they are just trying to get pressure on Trump and trying to put it out there that they're reaching out. Because check this out. You reached out and talked to who? I can say I reached out and talked. We can all say we reached out. I could reach out to the White House right now. It don't mean they listening. It don't mean they got the message. It don't mean anything. You sitting at home, you listening on this podcast on Apple and Spotify, or you watching on YouTube, you can reach out to the White House. Pay attention to the words. Saying that you reached out to the White House concerning a pardon really means absolutely nothing. What did you do? Did you send the White House an email? Did you call the White House? Did you text the White House? Did you FaceTime something? What do you mean? Diddy is a desperate man. He knows more charges are coming. He knows they're giving him the maximum. He knows he's finito. This source that gave me the information about the feds uncovering information that Diddy was planning to get the fuck out of here, that also explains why they still talking about this flight risk. If he think he about to get time served, why would the hell would he be a flight risk? Pay attention to the words that are being used. They are telling a story. Diddy just beat Rico. Why would he be a flight risk? Ask yourself that question. So now with all this, when I got that information from my source, I said, now it makes sense. That is why Diddy is begging and desperate. Do you know how desperate you have to be to have one of your victims who disappeared on the case send a letter to the judge? Diddy is literally on his knees, asking the same man, begging the same man who he said needed to be banished. Diddy said white man like Trump need to be banished. Now you begging Trump? This is exactly why you can't fool with these freaking celebrities, y'all. And this is why we have to support one another and support platforms like this. These celebrities don't give a damn about nothing but themselves. Diddy don't care how it looked that he begging the same man that he said needed to be banished. Why beg? This thing is heating up. So yesterday, after Trump said he pretty much will not pardon Diddy, Diddy comes out and has Westmoreland, and this is a CNN exclusive. CNN exclusive. If I remember correctly, wasn't CNN the one who dropped, who put out the tape about Cassie? Isn't CNN the one who originally dropped the tape with Diddy and Cassie? Chat, can you help me out on that one? Wasn't that CNN? And if that was CNN, now Diddy and his attorneys give CNN the exclusive. Now they give CNN the exclusive that they have reached out to the White House when normally that would have came from TMZ, where Mark Garagos is. Can you spell desperation? We have nicknamed him Diddy Myers. Oh, you remember the Michael Myers movies? Michael Myers be chasing the people. They shoot him in the head. He drop. He get back up. He keep chasing him. They cut his fucking head off. He fall out. He pick his head up and put his head back on his shoulders and keep chasing him. You used to be like, damn, this dude will never die. They throw him in the river, drown him. And after some time go by, he pop out the river or the lake or whatever the fuck. And he back chasing him. Diddy Myers refused to die, but it's over, baby. You was threatening to sue CNN. I thought you did sue CNN. Now you're giving them an exclusive, trying to muddy the water about this pardon shit. You was dogging Trump. Now you begging Trump. The definition of desperation is when you got to walk with and deal with people who you call enemies. So when I saw Miss Westmoreland step up to that podium and say that we have reached out. I said, my source, I think my source right, y'all. I think the feds have found out that Diddy was planning to run and get the hell out of here. Diddy, the feds know if Diddy steps 1 foot out of prison, his ass is flying the fuck up out of here. Diddy is going crazy in prison. Diddy is probably wishing he would have ran in the first place, like Russell Simmons. He wish he could be over there sitting Indian style with his legs folded up like a pretzel, doing yoga, sitting right next to Russell Simmons right now. Now it all makes sense. I kept saying to myself, why do you keep bringing up flight risk? If the guidelines say he's damn near only going to get 2 years or time served, he's not going to fly away for that and have to live the whole rest of his life in another country. But that's why he has, it all makes sense. Allegedly, him and his attorneys have found out that there are more charges coming. They gonna keep Diddy's ass behind bars while they work their fucking magic. Pay attention to the words. The words are speaking volume right now. We have reached out to the White House. I can reach out to right now I can send an email to the White House, y'all, and tell y'all, hey, I have reached out to the White House concerning the Flow Show No Filter. That don't mean crap. That don't mean crap. Who did you reach out to? And why are you saying listen to this word. This is from CNN. The ones who Diddy sued and talking about they edited and doctored, they edited the video. I thought y'all was mad at CNN. Diddy and his attorneys, remember y'all said they edited the video? Now you giving them exclusives because you're desperate and you trying to put public pressure on about this pardon. But I got news for you, Mohawk Diddy. Ain't a Mohawk big enough to get you out of this one. It ain't a Mohawk big enough to get you out of this one. It ain't a Mohawk sharp enough to get you out of this one. The public is not behind you. The only people behind you are assholes. And fortunately for us, assholes are in the minority. It's only a handful of assholes out there. A few of them be in my chat. They love the show. Pay attention to the words. Attorney for Sean Diddy Combs confirms they've approached Trump administration about pardon. Excuse me. Nicole Westmoreland, a member of Sean Diddy Combs' all-star defense team, told CNN in an exclusive interview on Tuesday that the music mogul's team has reached out to the Trump administration about a potential pardon following his conviction on 2 charges of transportation to engage in prostitution last month. Now, would y'all listen to this? Please listen to this. Is a direct quote from Diddy's attorney, Wes Morland. This is why they hate me, y'all. I got some. It's some brains up in this big ass noggin. This big head got some brain power because I will dissect some shit. It's like open heart surgery when I get to an article. So you can't fool me with the word salad and the semantics. because I'm going to dissect every fucking word. This is, and I quote, "It's my understanding that we've reached out and had conversations in reference to a party." What type of bullshit statement is that? Now, Westmoreland is good at putting people on the stand and making them look stupid. But now I'm about to put your ass on the Flow Show No Filter stand and expose these fucking all this word play you using. You the attorney. What do you mean? It's my understanding. It's my What do you mean? Yes or no? Have y'all reached out and had conversations or not? What do you mean? It's my understanding. I don't do the you on the fence. It's my understanding. What the fuck does that mean? We've reached out and had conversations in reference to a party. Conversations with who? Reached out to who? It's my understanding. This is desperate. If I ever seen desperate ever in my fucking life. What do you mean it's my understanding? Yes or no? It's my understanding that you are an attorney on the legal team. It don't have to be in your understanding. You could know. Stand on it. Y'all don't let them play y'all with this word salad, do y'all? It's my understanding. If you want answers and you asking for a yes or no, and they start off with it's my understanding that we've reached out and had conversations in reference to a party, that statement don't mean shit. Why don't you say, we have reached out to Trump for a party and have talked to Trump, or we have reached out to Trump's assistant, or we have reached out to Trump's so-and-so. You talking in circles. This don't mean nothing. Y'all reached out to Trump about as much as I could reach out to Trump. According to this statement, then they go on to say, well, Trump said he's not doing the shit. What do Diddy think about this whole thing? Westmoreland said, Combs is a very hopeful person, and I believe that he remains hopeful. Why are they talking in riddles? Why are they talking in riddles and vague and blanket ass statements? Y'all know why. Because that's what you do when you full of shit. But on the Flow Show No Filter, 8:30 a.m., Monday through Friday, we flush that shit down the toilet. Miss Morland, when she was cross-examining Dawn, and she did a hell of a job. She was pinpoint, like a sniper. She was so direct. This, that. Well, what did you say about this? But you said this. Now all of a sudden, we talking about a party, and she vague as fuck. All of a sudden, all her statements are blanket and it's my understanding. What the fuck? Yes or no? But like I said, we all know. That's like when you with somebody, your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you suspect some bullshit is going on, and you start asking direct questions, and they start talking about it's my understanding that and I'm hopeful and I've talked to somebody, but who the fuck did you talk to? I talked to okay. In other words, you full of shit. And then it ain't Mark Agnifilio who gives this information. It ain't Brian Steele who gives this information. It ain't Tenny Garagos. For some strange reason, it's Westmoreland. Mark Agnifilio, the lead attorney, the one who did the closing arguments, the one who's been a lead attorney this whole time. You mean to tell me he don't deliver the news? You mean to tell me Tenny Garagos, Mark Garagos' daughter, TM Sleazy representative, none of them give the news. We haven't really heard from Westmoreland since she cleared Dawn. And I'm gonna give her credit for that. She cleared Dawn, Richard, whatever. But out of everybody in the team, she gives the news about the pardon shit and leaves talking about it's my understanding. What? Nah, don't play with me or the Flow Show No Filter this morning. And yes, the kitchen is open. Diddy is in full panic mode. Charges coming down the pipe. He's scrambling for a pardon. Trump said he ain't gonna do it. Trump probably has found out more information. And to the people talking about he gonna do it for the money, Diddy's $50 million. $50 million is not worth Trump losing his whole fucking base behind Diddy's ass. Do y'all understand that? Do y'all understand that Trump is doing $1 trillion deals right now? Google it. Trump is dealing with B's and T's right now. Billions and trillions. He is not going to throw away his whole fucking base and have his whole shit on fire for $50 million from the diddler. Trump would like to be the one to sink Diddy and get credit for it before he helped Diddy at this point. Let's be for real. I strongly believe what my source has revealed to me that the Fed found out Diddy's ass trying to run. Diddy's attorneys probably found out those more charges were coming down and let Diddy know. And Diddy said, I got to get the fuck out of here. I need to gas up the private jet and take my ass to this Asian country, probably Maldives. If I'm saying that wrong, y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. Maldives, I think it's Maldives. I don't know. Muldives. Because they don't extradite and money talk, and it's actually a livable place. When I looked up the possible Asian countries that Diddy could be trying to take his family to, there is something brewing, y'all, and I'm gonna be the first one to bring it to y'all on the Flow Show No Filter. These charges are gonna hit like a ton of bricks, and I believe they're waiting till after the sentencing. That is why they're not letting Diddy out come hell or high water. That's why they hit Diddy with what my mom used to hit me for. When we used to keep asking, we used to ask the same thing after she already said no. This is when this will happen. This will be the last time you ask. This is how my mom would let you know don't ask no more. My mom would say, "Boy, I said no. Now sit your ass down." Then when she say that means you better not ask whatever the fuck you've been asking for. Whether you was asking to go outside, or you was asking to get some juice, or you was asking for a snack, whatever the fuck you was asking for. When she say, "Boy, I said no, now go sit your ass down some damn where." Translation, don't ask me no more, or it's gonna get or it's gonna be smoke. And that's what the judge did in that last letter when he started bringing up. He said, "All right, Diddy, you want to keep asking? We over here talking about you. This ain't no normal Mann Act. Your Mann Act charges involve coercion, violence, manipulation, and more violence. You have even admitted to the violence. That last denial was my mama saying, 'Boy, sit your ass down some damn where I said no.'" I don't think we'll be getting another motion no time soon. That's why he's turning. If you remember, the rumor was supposed to be that Trump was sitting back and waiting to see if Diddy got bail or not, and if he didn't get bail, he was going to pardon him immediately. That was the rumor. Trump never said he said that, but publications were saying that he said that. Well, Diddy has been denied bail for 3 days so far, and all I've heard was crickets. Oh yeah, let that sun shine in. Thank you, Steph, for the super chat. Steph says, "Hello, just a side note of sentencing. The judge can take all the charges into consideration, not just the ones he's found guilty, but also the ones he was acquitted on." You are absolutely right, Steph. Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. You know, I'm cooking this morning, and like I told y'all, we got to celebrate our independent journalists platforms, because they are the only ones we can depend on. All these other ones, they working for the elites. We can't trust TM Sleazy. We can't even trust CNN at this point. Oh yeah, the sun's shining in, because the sun knows the best disinfectant is sunlight. And they have caught Diddy's ass red-handed. And don't think that letter that Gina wrote didn't hurt Diddy even more. That letter, the audacity to have a victim who disappeared on this judge's court, the audacity to have that same woman write a letter. Diddy is sinking his ass. He is up Schitt's Creek with no fucking paddle. And the White House said, "We ain't confirming or denying this bullshit about a pardon." With the Epstein situation going on, Mr. Jeffrey and Ghislaine and all this, you think Trump is gone. Add fuel to the fire by pardoning Diddy, who has not only been proven to be involved in prostitution, but also a well-known woman beater. Some of y'all got to use your common sense. Why would Trump do that? Trump is trying to get out of the hot water his damn self. In that last interview, when they asked Trump, you think you were part of Diddy? And he said, probably not. That was him saying, Diddy, you got to get your own ass out of this one. I can't help you, boy. Because where was Diddy when Trump got his 5,000 felonies? I didn't hear Diddy speaking out for Trump when Trump was getting a felony thrown at him every single day. On top of you saying he needs to be banished. Diddy is inside the prison in the MDC, scraping and scrambling and scuffling, and I like it. Yep, I like it. And anybody mad about that, I don't give a fuck. Because this ain't just Diddy. Anybody running around violating, beating women, and blowing up cars and bullying people left and right, I don't have no respect for nobody like that. So this ain't just Diddy. Diddy just the most famous one doing it. Anybody out there, if you watch, if you put your hands on women, if you violate women, if you bully people because you have more power than them, if you blowing up cars, if you blackballing people, if you doing any of that, I can't stand your ass either. So you ain't even got to stand up for Diddy. You need to be standing up for your damn self because I'm talking to you. I make that real easy. I'm talking to your ass. Diddy is just a public figure, so we focusing on him. But anybody that think any of that shit is cool, I can't stand your ass either. I got friends who are Diddy supporters. And they feel like Diddy getting railroaded. They feel like this is a big conspiracy. And we just talk about it, but they know I don't give a fuck. I want them to ride. It's just that I'm not scared or I'm not intimidated or I'm not insecure where I feel like I can't say that out loud. I'm the type of person that will stand the fuck up even when I'm the only one standing. That's who I am. I don't do shit for popularity. I do what's in my heart. I grew up a Diddy fan. Matter of fact, a Puff Daddy fan. But when you do bullshit, I got to call your ass out. So for a man who I know personally has been bullying people, violating people, beating the hell out of women, not just Cassie, not just Jane, not just Gina. He beat the hell out of a few women. Y'all got to remember, everything wasn't even in this court case. The court case was just a drop of the bucket. So, of course, I don't give a shit about him getting no damn pardon. This is deeper. There is something going on behind the scenes. You got Mr. Diddler, Mr. Mohawk Diddy and his team. They are trying to work their angles. They are trying to work their, whoever they got on, whatever hookups they got, they trying. But I tell you, I strongly believe it's somebody on the other side that also working against Diddy and saying whatever they got to do to keep his ass locked up and pursuing more charges, they are fucking doing it. Diddy is cooked, flame broiled, oven roast, waffle maker, deep fried, sauteed, crock pot, Foreman grill, barbecue, rotisserie style. I told y'all the kitchen was open on Wednesday. Did I lie? Great insight. Thank you. And for those that may have missed it, I dropped the exclusive on here. I get a lot of speculation from the inside sources, from sources. I rarely share them. I normally just use them to help me take the news that we know about and kind of form my opinion. But today, I dropped today the reason. For those that may have missed it, the reason that's being alleged and the rumor that's going around, there are two reasons why all this shit is going around and why Diddy is so desperate for this part. Number one is Diddy and his team are aware that a new indictment, new charges are coming down the pipeline like a bowling ball, headed down the lane. You know that ball about to hit, you see that? You see it curve into the middle, you know it's about to be a strike. You say, oh shit. Diddy and his team know new charges are coming. So Diddy saying, I got to get the fuck out of here, especially seeing as the prosecution said they're going for damn near, 10 years maximum, maybe 20 years. Who knows? So the rumor is Diddy went into, I'm about to get out the country mode. If I could just get bail, then I could take me and my family to some Asian country and live the rest of my life a free man out of the country. And this theory goes on to say that the feds uncovered all of this evidence. And that is why they're keeping his ass behind bars. That is why they are saying he's a flight risk. I'm telling y'all, I kept saying to myself, how can he be a, why are they so stuck on that he's a flight risk? Now it's starting to all make sense. And so since he didn't get bail, he put Westmoreland up to this old blanket ass statement that means nothing. It's my understanding. What did she say, y'all? It's my understanding that we have reached out to the White House concerning a pardon. You can't be no more direct than that. You can't be more clear. Come on, Westmoreland. You was clear and concise when you was reading Don's ass. Now all of a sudden, you talking in circles. You talking in riddles. You talking in code. What are you saying? Felicia say he cooked, smothered, and covered. Steph says journalism at its finest. It's my understanding. You know what my granny would say about that statement? You know what my granny would say about that statement that Westmoreland left that don't actually mean crap? My granny would say that statement is all sizzle and no steak. Meaning it's a bunch of nothing. There ain't no meat there. Pay attention, y'all. Diddy's legal team right now is full of shit. I got my popcorn, my nachos, my jalapenos with the cheese. I got that waiting because now they have officially went into we are full of shit. We don't give a damn who knows it. We just milking Diddy for his money right now. These attorneys are doing shit that they know looks stupid. They doing stuff that they know looks stupid. They just saying, long as the checks keep clearing, Diddy, we'll keep doing this dumb shit you keep asking us to do. Come on, Flow community. Come with the info. Queen says Diddy allegedly had an island in Belize, which also has no extradition. Come on, Flow community. Panini Press. Air fry. Benihana Grill. Because, you know, Benihana, you know, they cook. This that Benihana style because, you know, they cook the food in front of you. Diddy is being cooked in front of the whole world, just like he shitted on a lot of people in front of the whole world. Hibachi style. Squirting, hey, look, at this point, they squirt the juice in your mouth. No Diddy. You know how you be at the Benihana and wasabi and they start squirting that shit, you gotta open your mouth. No Diddy. We all at the grill like this. Mouth open. See, you got journalists. So you got journalists and then you got me. They can't do what I do, baby. I am the dissector. I take your words and take them letter by letter. As soon as you say the, I'm breaking down the T, I'm breaking down the H, and I'm breaking down the E in that motherfucker. There's only one person that could break some shit down like me, and that's me. See, nobody, you're not going to hear one person break down Westmoreland's own words and show y'all how full of shit this whole thing is. The whole world will let her get away with that if it wasn't for the Flow show. Nobody brought up the fact that she talking about it's my understanding, like your ass is an outsider. I should be saying it's my understanding that Diddy and his team reached out for a pardon. I'm an outsider. You are inside. What do you mean it's my understanding? Stop the fucking interview, huddle up with your other attorneys, and get it concrete. Don't come up here talking about it's my understanding, leaving your ass some wiggle room. If it's found out that it's bullshit, you can say, well, I said it's in my understanding. Because if Don Richard would have said it's my understanding on the fucking stand, you would have nailed her down to the cross. It's my understanding that we have reached out to the White House concerning a pardon. I can reach out to the White House and ask them, can they send me some money for a pepperoni pizza? And I can talk to a secretary or an email or somebody who is no closer to Trump than I am. And then I can come to y'all and say, it's to my understanding that I'm in talks with the White House on ordering this pepperoni pizza, y'all. Give me a break. Westmoreland, much love to you, but you had an interview that wasn't talking about shit. And ever since these pardon talks, when it comes to Diddy's pardon, after that statement, Trump has been so quiet, you can hear what? Cat piss on cotton. Trump ain't said shit. When the last time Trump said was gonna do something he been quiet about? When the last time Trump was gonna do something that major and he was quiet about? Y'all tell me. Trump say he gonna build a wall, he's screaming. Trump say he gonna get rid of immigrants, he's screaming. Trump doing executive orders. He done did 1 million executive orders for all type of shit. Now all of a sudden, he's supposed to be pardoning Diddy, and he keeping it close to the vest. Shit. Believe that if you want to. Trump ain't never been quiet about shit. Diddy has been denied bail. Diddy is on CNN talking about they reaching out to the White House and they in conversations, and Trump ain't said shit. And y'all don't see the bullshit in the game? Come on, son. I love the life. Diddy is well. That's that a cat piss on cotton. It's so quiet. I got my popcorn ready, y'all. I gotta see what's going on throughout today. Because Diddy's attorneys ain't doing nothing but taking his money at this point. They like, whatever stupid shit you doing, all they doing is Diddy say, hey, look, Diddy hitting their line. Hey, y'all, I got another stupid ass idea. Tell them that we reached out to the White House. We need to have that out there. We need to get social media behind us. Westmoreland's shaking her head to herself, knowing this is something stupid to do, but then she looking at her bank account and she say, okay, and to herself, she say, okay, the check cleared. All right, Dittler, I got you. It is to my understanding that we have reached out and have conversations with the White House about concerning a pardon. Did he say? Hey y'all, hey, have Gina write a letter saying that that I'm a beacon of love, and that I should get a bail, and that I'm a changed man. And then the attorney said, but Diddy, you know she was victim number 3 and she disappeared on this judge. He's probably gonna be upset to hear from her, knowing that she disappeared on the case. Listen, trust me, I'm the one in this shit. I'm the smartest one in the room. And I'm telling you to have Gina write a letter to the court. Then the lawyer look at that bank account. He look at that check from Diddy. He see it uncleared. All right, Diddy, I got you. I'm gonna have Gina write the letter. They just taking his money. And just at this point, once you get what my great grandma used to call stuck on stupid. Right now, the whole Diddy team is just stuck on stupid. Once you get stuck on stupid, who knows what they're gonna do next? Because once you do one stupid thing, what's another stupid thing? Where my Trump supporters? I need some Trump supporters in this. I need some Trump supporters in this chat letting us know. Do y'all, and I'm talking to the Trump supporters. Do y'all think, would y'all tell the world that Trump don't give a shit about no damn Diddy? I need the Trump supporters in this community. Would y'all tell the rest of the world, because y'all know Trump better than any of us? Would y'all tell the world that y'all boy Trump don't give a shit about no damn Diddy, and ain't no amount of money? Diddy ain't got enough money. Diddy would have to pay Trump probably $1 billion. Maybe at minimum 500 million, but I don't even think $1 billion would cut it. I really don't. My boy Steve Tuck say stuck on stupid, parked on dumb. I heard that. Brian, would you tell? All right, so Brian, would you tell the world that Trump is not going to go against his whole base and go against the whole world to pardon no damn Diddy? Come on now. Tracy, would you tell the world that Trump is not about to pardon no Diddy? Anybody that think Trump, he has nothing to gain. He has nothing to gain by pardoning Diddy. Angela says Trump is a whole devil. He's not about to help out no Diddy. We got 115 people, 121 people in here. Like the live, share the live. So, hey, as a matter of fact, subscribe, y'all. I'll be forgetting to tell y'all to subscribe. Subscribe. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel right now. Put your notifications on. We about to get to the bottom of this evidence that the feds uncovered, that Diddy is trying to escape and get the hell out of this country. He just needs to get out of here. Brian, one of our MAGA people in the building, say Trump doesn't want his money. There is no way he will do it. There is nothing for him. No deal. Sorry. It's not happening, y'all. See, we got a diverse community in here. We got people who love Trump. We got people who hate Trump. We got people who don't give a fuck either way. But one thing about it, we all hate predators, and we all protect our children. I don't care who you voted for. We all love our children. We all don't play about our children. And that's what I'm about. Y'all know me. I ain't on neither side. I get a bird's eye view and I get to judge every situation for what it is. And I love that. Shout out to the independents like me. Because I get to judge it. I get to see everything for what it is. I don't care who you voted for. I know we all don't play about our fucking kids. I know that. Matter of fact, we did so much cooking. We got 117 people in here. Like the live, share the live. Evil is evil. Evil don't care if you're a Democrat or a Republican. Evil is evil. Can't nothing excuse you from evil. Independent, you can still be evil. Democrat, you can still be evil. Republican, you can still be evil. Subscribe. We got more information coming out there. I put the subscription link in the chat. Keep the lights on. I want to continue to bring you this podcast, but y'all got to subscribe to keep the lights on. Subscribe today. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting for? The link is in the chat. Shout out to our subscribers yesterday. Let me shout y'all out. I appreciate y'all. We got more info coming down the pipeline. Shout out to you. Shout out to Melissa for officially subscribing yesterday. Shout out to Denise Washington for keeping this podcast alive. Shout out to Yanni, Punk Rock Girl, Teresa Rose, Linda, Mermaid in the Outfield, and Sonya. Y'all understand that we have to support these independent journalists, platforms, not just mine, but the other ones y'all listen to. We can't just scroll and roll. We got to click that subscription button. We got to donate $3, $5, $10, whatever you can, because there is a war on independent free journalism. They hate that we have a voice. They hate that people like me will call their ass. We will call a spade, a heart, and a diamond, a diamond. Shout out to Fire Glory for becoming a YouTube member. This is what it's all about, y'all. I want to continue to bring this show. But the corporate sponsors they not trying to sponsor me. They're not trying to sponsor platforms like mine, and you know why. They want to keep y'all in the dark. They want us to be like the whole rest of the world and let Miss Morland get away with that word salad. What do you really mean? What type of quote is that? What kind of quote is that? It's your understanding. To me, that sounds like you're full of shit. Shout out to the YouTube, my new YouTube member, Fire Glory. I appreciate you. We are cooking this Wednesday morning. Shout out to everybody who joined the show. This is one of them ones. Did the feds find out that Diddy is planning to run and flee to some Asian country or some country that doesn't have extradition? Is that why they're saying he's a flight risk? Word on the street is another indictment, more charges are coming. Is that true? We're going to continue to dig and dig and dig till there's no more digging to do, till all the digging has been done. Because if you remember the Michael Myers movie, You have to keep stomping and destroying and tearing him from limb before he finally will stop. Because as you see, Diddy ain't about to stop. Bail denied 5 times, throwing around pardons with Trump 3, 4 times. What will he do next? I have a feeling Diddy is going to catch more charges by obstructing justice and witness tampering. You know the feds are looking through Diddy's file and what Diddy got going on like a fucking hawk. They got their eyes on everything. The fact that Diddy will have Gina sending in a letter to the court right there lets the court know and anybody with common sense know Diddy has not learned his lesson and is willing to do anything for his ass to get out of this mess. G. Washington said Russell gave Puff the blueprint. All these lawsuits and possible pending indictment resulting from civil cases. This dude is out. You can't let him out. And that's what the feds know. The feds know that if they let as Angie said, she agreed, Brian. The feds know if they let Diddy out. And thank you for any new subscribers. It's in the chat. I don't want y'all, if y'all wake up one day and the show ain't here, that just mean I had to get a job. I ain't get enough subscribers. Please subscribe. I kind of stopped pushing subscriptions for like a couple weeks because we had so much shit going on, but it's partly my fault too. I got to get back to pushing the subscriptions because the subscriptions, more than anything, are the only things that are going to keep this show going and going strong. So if you have an opportunity, the link is in the chat. Also in the note, the Buzzsprout link. Please subscribe today. Keep this podcast alive, and I'm going to keep cooking. I put my apron on every morning. I'm about to order me a chef's hat. I'm about to order me a chef hat and a mitten oven glove. Because I'm telling y'all, we haven't seen, we thought this Diddy trial and story has been crazy. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Subscribe. Because these motherfuckers is tripping. Oh, and just as a side note, just to give y'all some more information concerning this whole Diddy, Trump, Epstein, all that. The DOJ is saying that they have an audio recording and transcript of the interview it conducted with Ghislaine Maxwell last month that the administration is considering releasing publicly. Officials have told CNN. Take that information for whatever you want. Also, Hillary and Bill Clinton have been subpoenaed to give statements on Epstein's situation, along with other names. Some people are saying this is Trump at war against his enemies. Other people are saying this is just the probe into the Epstein files, and anybody and everybody is going to be subpoenaed. This is just the beginning stages. You can believe whatever you want to believe. I'm waiting to see how it pans out, because it's like it's been so much fluff stuff going on, so much sizzle with no steak. I want to see action. I'm just reporting to y'all what's going on, but I'm waiting for some action. I'm tired of hearing that this about to happen, that's about to happen. Don't nobody care about a shirt. Hey, look, I've been shirtless for about 3-4 years now. Anybody wasting their breath on that, you need to get a life. It's been 3 years. I ain't put one on yet. And I started off with like 2 followers. Now I'm up over 500,000 followers, and I still ain't put one on. So I wouldn't even waste. So anybody say anything about that? I don't even know why you would waste your breath. I'm sure you got something better to do than to talk about something that's been going on for about 3-4 years now. Spend your time on some. Spend your time on something that maybe that you might get a result from, but that is probably just a waste of time. We're going on 3-4 years now, and we're gonna do this shit to not hear them. Thanks, Brian. Oh yeah, see, people don't know. Just the people that don't know, I just started my YouTube a few months back. I don't care about. I never cared. I was doing so much on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm doing so well on all the social media apps. I didn't really care about YouTube. But then I started seeing the value in YouTube because I could say more and get away with a lot more on YouTube than I can on the social media apps. Matter of fact, I'm glad y'all brought that up. Y'all know Tim Sleazy broke the news about Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. Let me tell you how foul TikTok is. This is why I don't give a shit about TikTok, but I post on there. You know, they banned my other account, but I post on there because I got a lot of fans on there. Do y'all know I posted that story about Bill Clinton and Hillary? All I did was report what TMZ reported. I didn't put no extra on it. I just said they are being subpoenaed concerning the Epstein files. Do y'all know TikTok took that video down in like seconds? And I posted it on every other social media app. No problem, nowhere else. TikTok, I'm gonna show y'all. This one, I don't give a fuck about TikTok. I really don't care. Let's see, look at this. You can't really see, but it says removed for violating community guidelines for simply reporting mainstream news. But TikTok is scared of me. TikTok is scared of me. I posted this on it. This is nothing but this is mainstream trending news. I didn't say anything besides, hey, Hillary, y'all saw the video. It's on Facebook, it's on Instagram, it's on YouTube, it's everywhere. But TikTok took my video down in a matter of seconds. Removed for violating community guidelines. What is the community guideline? What community guidelines did I break by saying that Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton are being subpoenaed concerning the Epstein files? What community guideline did I break? So when I said fuck TikTok, that's when I started. That's when I started focusing on YouTube. So my YouTube is something new. But we 500,000 strong across all platforms. We do 1 million to 3 million views per day. We almost had 300,000 followers on Facebook, 126,000 followers on Instagram. So to those that don't understand, oh, your boy is one of, if not the biggest voice in independent journalism when you combine all platforms. When you combine all platforms, and I'm talking about YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, the 4 major platforms, I don't know too many that get more views than me on all of them combined. You got some people that's strong on YouTube. You got some people that's strong on Instagram. You got some people strong on Facebook, but you don't have too many people who are strong on all 4 platforms and with a top 5% audio podcast on Apple and Spotify. I'm just educating those that are new to this journey and found me on YouTube and think I'm just some guy on YouTube who just started YouTube and don't put no shirt on. Nah, baby, I'm a heavyweight. I love YouTube because I can say what the fuck I want. I wish I would have started on YouTube 3-4 years ago instead of even fooling with TikTok. But you live and you learn. TikTok is full of shit. They pulled my video for me simply reporting what is going on in the world. How is that breaking? If that is breaking the community guidelines, then TikTok, you can take your whole app and shove it up your ass. I don't give a fuck. I love that. There was a time when TikTok was my everything, y'all. I'm just being straight honest. Because TikTok is where I started. I didn't have a following anywhere. I built my following on TikTok first, and then it spread across everywhere else. So, but there was a time when TikTok was my whole income, was my everything. And you be on pins and needles dropping a regular story and they pull your video and threaten to ban you. So y'all don't know how good it feels to be able to say, I don't give a fuck about TikTok. TikTok, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Ban me if you want. Again, I don't give a shit. TikTok is a kitty ass app that is not what it used to be. And they are so scared of me that I can't even talk about what the whole world talking about. They pulled my video. But I like it. I tell people, you ain't a real truth teller if you ain't been banned on some app. You ain't a real truth teller. I wear the TikTok ban as a badge of honor. Yeah, TikTok, I'm too much for y'all. You gotta ban me. I'm liable to tell it all. Tinker said she found me on Facebook. Oh yeah, hey look, I'm the biggest on Facebook. Facebook is really my main hub is Facebook. Almost 300,000 followers. I probably did about 50 million views in the last 60 days on Facebook alone. But yeah, you ain't a real truth teller if you ain't been banned somewhere. Melissa said she saw me on Facebook Shorts. Yeah, see, Facebook, I'm telling y'all, my Facebook family held me down. I watch now because school is out. I run a kitchen, so by September, I'll be back to listen to the podcast. Yeah, that's why, hey, y'all, one thing that I do that a lot of people don't do while I'm killing the competition, I have my shit on every platform. You can catch me on audio podcasts on Apple and Spotify, where I got 5 stars. My podcasts are 5-star rated, and that's just the audio version. You can find me on YouTube every day. You can find me on Facebook, millions of views. Instagram, millions of views. Even TikTok. I told you, I just post on there because I got fans over there. I don't even watch my TikTok shit. I just use it because I like using they got good editing software. So I use it to make my videos and then I just post it and I keep it moving. I don't give a rat's ass about TikTok. And I love it. Like I told y'all, because there was a time when TikTok was my world and they had me by the balls. I didn't like that feeling. Y'all see me, I keep it real. TikTok had me by the balls a couple years ago, about a year and a half ago. I ain't gonna say a couple years ago. Not maybe a year, not even about a year ago. TikTok had me by the balls. But I made sure I bust my ass and push my content on all the other platforms because I knew TikTok was going to pull some shit one day. And they sure did, and banned my account that I had almost 400,000 followers on. But by that time, my podcast was already going. My Instagram was already over 100,000. My Facebook was over 200,000. And I was already lit. So I did the smart thing by building up. So the lesson is never have all your eggs in one basket. And if you do happen to be having your eggs in one basket because you don't have a choice, bust your ass and start building up some other baskets, because that's what I did. Because TikTok tried to take me out, but I was too big already. As a matter of fact, when TikTok banned me in January, it was either January or February when they banned me. That's what blew up my podcast even more, because all the people who was following me on TikTok and watching my content on TikTok started looking for me, and they all ran to my podcast. So thanks, TikTok. You can't stop Flow. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I work too hard. Even the trolls start subscribing. Tracy said, we got you here 10 toes. A difference in opinions is welcome, of course. We don't judge you for who you voted for. We don't judge you for the color of your skin. We don't judge you for how much money you got or don't got. All we care about is, do you give a fuck about victims? Do you give a fuck about our children? And do you care about battling against evil? That's the criteria. Outside of that, man, do you? That's my motto. Melissa said, Yanni, yes, the Flow Show movement is strong. We are across all platforms. As a matter of fact, we even got a young man who's in a mullet competition. I forgot it. As a matter of fact, let me shout him out, y'all. You got to go to my Instagram. You got to go to my Instagram. And we need to vote on this guy, this little boy. Remember, we got a 3-year-old. Her name is Ashley. She's a big fan of the show. She has a 3-year-old that's in the Mullet Championship, and he got his Flow Show No Filter. He watches the show. I hope he covers his ears when I cuss sometimes. But he is in a mullet competition. I'm about to show you the picture. You got to go to my Instagram to get the information. But he is in a mullet competition. Him and his mom are big fans of the show. Check him out. Check his mullet out. You know, I know it's hard to see. Oh, shoot. No, I ain't trying to show her. I know it's kind of hard to see, but check out his mullet. He is in a competition. Mullet hanging. He needs votes. So you got to go to my Instagram story and go vote. Click on this post and go vote for one of our fellow members so he can take home the mullet trophy. I don't know much about mullet competitions, but I know his mullet is going. So check him out. Go vote. But the Flow community is strong. We got 3-year-olds that's about to take home the Mullet Championship that listen to the Flow Show No Filter. Tell me how cool is that? If you could, I wish you could see the picture a little better. But they got this Flow Show No Filter coffee mug right there, and he posing, and his mullet is mulleting. So shout out to Calvin. Shout out to Calvin and his mullet. We want him to take home the championship. I need everybody in the Flow community to go to my Instagram, Flow Daddy Flow. Go to my story, click on this, and you'll see the link to vote. We need him to take home the championship. Much love to Calvin and much love to his mom, Ashley, who's a big supporter of the show. I've been running my mouth, y'all. We about to get the hell out of here. But please, I'm going to put the subscription link in there. Keep this podcast alive. Keep the lights on for your boy Flo. I don't want to have to wake up in the morning and say, hey, y'all, I just got hired at the factory, man. I didn't get enough subscribers this month. I got to get a job. I may be able to squeeze in an episode, maybe one per week, or maybe one every other week, or maybe I could do an episode on the weekend, but I had to get a job. I don't want to have to say that shit. So let's keep subscribing. The link is in the chat. The minimum subscription is $3. It goes all the way up to $23. You choose what you want. But Flo Show, the Wake and Bake crew is in the building. The Flo Show fam, the Breakfast crew, C-Tuck. Let's get the I'm outs in the comments. Shout out to Tisa Tales. Shout out to Ticket TV. Shout out to I love Tisa. I love Ticket. I hold all the independent journalists down. Now let's get the I'm outs in the chat. I'm out. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Oh, okay. Let's get the I'm outs, y'all, in the chat. I will be here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Steph says I'm out. Kathy says I am out. C-Tug, my fellow Clevelander, says I'm out. We went overtime today. Tinkle says I'm out. I'm glad you found me on Facebook Shorts, Tinkle. Brian Donovan says, cool, great to meet everybody and great channel, Mr. Flo. Thank you, Brian Donovan. Desi says, I'm out. Fire Glory. Fire Glory says, I'm out, Flo. Lily sent me a super chat. Okay, let me see. Thank you for sending me that. Let me go back to Lily. Lily, what time was your super chat sent, Lily? Lily, what time was your super chat sent? So I can find it. Anybody know what time? The timestamp on Lily's super chat? If you can find the timestamp on Lily's super chat, let me know so I can shout her out. If y'all can't give me the timestamp, just know that I love it. Yanni says, I'm out. I got to get with you, Yanni, on that email. Sid, I'm out. Somebody said, shut up. Tinkle says, shut up, Rob. Tracy says, I'm out. Love my Super Flow family. Yes. Truth be told, says, I'm out. Melissa says, I love you all, peeps. Peace and blessings to everyone, and I'm out. Angie says, I'm out. I appreciate everybody. And as always, I love y'all. But I'm